That's the way this is going to happen. It's going to be everyone doing their part, and collectively we'll be able to address the lake.
Some big new initiatives are trying to save the Great Salt Lake. Utah's powerful Speaker of the House held another summit to explore solutions to bring the lake back from the brink of collapse. Fox 13 News political reporter Ben Winslow has the very latest from Ogden.
House Speaker Brad Wilson held his second annual summit on the Great Salt Lake. There were some pretty dire warnings about the future of the lake and warnings we may have to do more with less water.
There will be some painful steps that we need to take.
In a packed ballroom, lawmakers, environmentalists, and industry stakeholders discussed the situation facing the Great Salt Lake and ideas to help save it.
We are already seeing ecosystem collapse happening at Great Salt Lake.
The lake is already at a historic low, and projections are for less water for people and the Great Salt Lake in the coming decades.
Climate change is evident. Growth is a real thing. We have unpredictability with future, rain and other precipitation. So yeah, we need to change things.
House Speaker Brad Wilson announced he worked out a deal to get some local water districts to send 30,000 acre-feet more downstream into the lake to help with balancing the salinity. That's to protect the ecosystem.
I would say this is just a start, and I think they would agree that this is a start, but it's something that they could commit to on short notice to help deal with an acute issue.
State leaders are exploring a wide variety of options. Utah's Department of Natural Resources would like to expand cloud seeding capabilities. But the crowd was told the price tag for a pipeline from the Pacific Ocean to the Great Salt Lake is anywhere from $60 to $100 billion, making it more of a pipe dream.
Conservation has to be our first choice across the board, period. Not only does it have to be our first choice, it's actually the most cost-effective choice. And so before we get to where we're spending tens of billions of dollars building pipes somewhere, let's do conservation. Let's do 100% conservation.
Some lawmakers are already drafting more bills on conservation, as Utahns will have to use less water.
We got to do water-wise landscaping. We're not going to have non-functional turf. We can still have trees and shrubs and some turf. Homeowners can still have some turf, but we need to limit it in new construction.
Speaker Wilson also announced a new initiative to help people do more to conserve.
We are putting all this effort and investment into conservation, and Utah residents should expect that effort results in more water that they save flowing to the Great Salt Lake.
It's never been more urgent to deliver water to this lake to slow the rising salinity and preserve this ecosystem. And if we can do that, we're going to preserve the many other beneficial uses that the lake offers us as well.
Now, a lot of those initiatives, bills, and funding will be run through next year's legislative session. In Ogden, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.